Hey everyone, welcome back. I am so thrilled to have you here for today's explainer. We are going on a bit of a culinary journey today, and our mission is simple, but honestly, incredibly exciting. We are going to demystify authentic, restaurant-quality clear broth tom yum goong. We're going to break down the exact techniques, the precise ratios, and the absolute must-do steps to bring this iconic Thai masterpiece right into your own kitchen.
Let me ask you something. Have you ever tried making tom yum at home and it just kind of falls flat? You know what I mean, right? Maybe the shrimp turns out a bit rubbery or the broth is just missing that explosive, bright punch you'd get from a street food vendor in Bangkok. Well, you're definitely not alone. But today, we are unlocking the ultimate solution. Step by step, we're going to give you the exact blueprint for a fiercely authentic, perfectly balanced bowl of clear broth tom yum goong.
All right, let's dive right into Section 1, the authentic ingredients list. You know, any real masterpiece starts with the right materials. And in Thai cooking, precision with your prep is literally everything. You really can't substitute your way to greatness here. So let's talk aromatics. These are the absolute backbone of the dish. We need 6 to 7 slices of that earthy, peppery galangal. Then 3 to 4 stalks of fresh, zesty lemongrass. But hey, catch this, we're only using the base and you've got to smash them. That's how we release those amazing oils. Next, toss in 5 large heads of sweet Thai shallots and 10 roughly smashed red Jinda chilies for that foundational heat. And of course, the Kaffir lime leaves for that incredible citrusy, floral punch. This combo, completely non-negotiable.
Okay, moving on to our base structure. Precision here really sets us up for success. We are starting with exactly 1 liter of water, so 1,000 milliliters. To that, we drop in 1 bouillon cube. Chicken or pork works great, just to give the water some body. Now, for the star of the show, our protein. We're talking about 10 beautiful, cleaned river prawns. The heads are going to release some unbelievable flavor into the broth. Oh, and just a single pinch of salt to get our seasoning started.
And here, my friends, is where the absolute magic happens, our seasonings and fresh herbs. We're going to need 1½ tablespoons of tamarind paste, which gives us this deep, rich tang. Then 4 tablespoons of fish sauce for that crucial umami hit, and 3 tablespoons of fresh lime juice to wake everything up with some bright acidity. To finish it all off, we'll need aromatic holy basil, earthy culantro, and fresh bird's eye chilies. Keep these in the back of your mind because we're going to build something really complex with them very soon.
Which brings us to Section 2, building the aromatic broth.
So, prep is done, let's hit the stove. How we combine these elements is honestly just as important as the elements themselves. First, bring that 1 liter of water to a boil. Second, drop in your bouillon cube and that pinch of salt. Third, and pay attention here, drop in the galangal, lemongrass, shallots, and Kaffir lime leaves. Step 4, wait for a rolling boil. Why? Because that vigorous bubbling action is what aggressively pulls those fragrant oils out of our aromatics. It literally transforms plain water into this incredibly perfumed broth.
Moving right along to Section 3, the bouncy shrimp secret.
This is it, folks, the ultimate secret to fixing the single most common tom yum mistake ever, overcooked, rubbery seafood. 3. Just 3. Burn this number into your brain. This is your golden rule. 3 minutes is the absolute maximum cooking time for those river prawns. Go any longer, and honestly, you've ruined the texture.
But wait, time actually isn't the only rule here. When you drop those shrimp in, do not stir them until the broth boils again. Seriously. Think about it. When you drop room temp prawns into boiling water, the water temp naturally drops. If you stir them right then, you mess up the heat distribution, and worse, you can make the soup cloudy and kind of fishy tasting. Just leave them completely alone. Let the water temp stabilize and climb back to a boil naturally.
I mean, just look at the difference here. On the left, we've got the disastrous result of stirring and overcooking. Tough, chewy shrimp. Nobody wants that. But on the right, that's our goal. Bouncy, juicy, restaurant-quality prawns that literally snap when you bite into them. All because we didn't touch them, and we kept it under 3 minutes. Once they start turning a nice pink, you just gently press the top ones down into the broth. So easy.
All right, Section 4, balancing the Thai flavors. Okay, so our broth smells amazing, the shrimp are doing their thing, so let's talk seasoning. This is where we build out that umami and tang, and timing is just absolutely everything. While the broth is still actively boiling, right as the shrimp are almost done, you add your 1½ tablespoons of tamarind paste and your 4 tablespoons of fish sauce.
By adding them while it's boiling, you seamlessly lock in that deep, earthy sourness from the tamarind and that foundational umami saltiness from the fish sauce right into the liquid.
But wait, stop right there. Turn off the heat before you add your fresh herbs and lime juice. I can't stress this enough. Once your 3 minutes are up and the fish sauce is in, kill the heat completely. Only then do you toss in the holy basil, culantro, and extra Kaffir lime leaves. If you boil those delicate herbs, they'll turn bitter and you'll lose all those amazing volatile oils.
There's this brilliant Thai culinary concept that says, let the sourness push against the saltiness. I just love that. So with the heat completely off, you stir in your 3 tablespoons of fresh lime juice. Why off the heat? Well, boiling fresh lime juice totally destroys its bright acidity, leaving the whole pot tasting bitter. By adding it at the very end, that vibrant, fresh sourness pushes perfectly against the deep saltiness of the fish sauce. It creates that legendary, balanced flavor profile we're after.
And finally, Section 5, the ultimate spicy kick.
So technically, our tom yum is done right now, and it is beautifully balanced. But for all my spice lovers out there, and I know there are plenty of you, we've got a grand finale to take this to the next level. Here is the true insider secret. Whatever you do, don't boil all your chilies in the main soup pot. Instead, take those fresh bird's eye chilies, the swan chilies, chop them up super fine, and sprinkle them directly into your individual serving bowls right at the end. That gives you this bright, sharp, fiery kick that hits your palate instantly, without overwhelming the delicate flavors of the broth itself.
And there you have it. We've gone through the essential aromatics, that absolutely crucial 3-minute bouncy shrimp rule, the exact timing for the heat, and that fiery, fresh chili finish. You've got the recipe, you've got the ratios, and you know the professional secrets. So, what are you waiting for? It is time to gather your ingredients, get into the kitchen, and experience this magic for yourself. Thanks so much for hanging out with me for this explainer. Keep cooking, stay curious, and I'll see you next time.